Hey, hi! I am so pumped and excited to talk about my new adventure, and this has been a vision, a dream of mine. And yes, I had to wait for clarity. Yes, I had to trust in the higher consciousness and the power, but I deep down, like the knowing was there, deep inside of me that I needed to go bold and go on the platforms where I can literally talk about liberation for leaders. And why am I talking about this, right? I want to help leaders to step into their next leadership role, knowing that in their current leadership role, they need to get out. They are out, they are done, they are not deeply fulfilled, but they're really scared. They don't know who they are outside of this corporate identity that they've breathed for years, sometimes decades, and have had the pleasure. I'm really humbled by sharing this, that I had the pleasure to work with several executives at this point, and for me to literally be their guide, and emotional mastery leader, and now a human design, teacher as well, to help them literally see that pathway to their next leadership role where they can step into faith, they can step into their bold uniqueness and authenticity, right? This is deep for them because they know they're truly scared. Am I going to fail? How am I going to keep up with my kids' fees, my college fees? And what's going to happen during this transition? Are people really going to, accept me for who I am, right? The terrible, terrible struggle of like, how do I gather my strength? What next? This is where I help. With the Leadership Liberation podcast, we're going to cover three core main pillars in the three-part framework of Leadership Liberation Accelerator, literally helping you accelerate from struggle to growth. And this intentional framework is helping you to reflect, transform, and to lead boldly into the next leadership role, right? Where, again, like I said, it is the inside authority that needs a little bit of work so that the outside authority, that when met, when felt, when seen by others, it is deeply recognized, right? Because reputation is so much the key for leaders, right? Now it's all about building that self-image. It's all about really stepping into that new identity that feels safe, and yet going through all of this grief and loss and everything that just feels like I have done it all. I have worked so hard to only recognize that I have to go back to the same place where it's not even me, right? And it's detriment of oneself to now it's liberation. And this is where I am going live. I'm launching my podcast on February the 13th at 3 p.m. CST, 4 p.m. Eastern. I have, started to send launch invites out. You might have seen a little teaser on Facebook in some of the stories that I've started to post. I just wanted to really celebrate this new milestone in my business with you and come and share this vision of mine that is finally unfolding with clarity, with detailed planning of the big why. And why, listen to me, I'm the 1% of the population called reflector in human design. I'm the mirror that cannot lie. It's like someone who can mirror back to exactly what you want to hear, right? That is the job of evaluator reflector. And that is my gift, my friend. That is something that I'm deeply gifted, and I'm tapping into a new shifted frequency within my side, right? Within inside of me that is now being felt and recognized by others. So with that being said, all follow the stories, stay tuned, and I cannot wait for you to experience this with me. Here's something fun that I'm doing along with my podcast. I'm also launching my YouTube channel, and this main intention behind this is I want for the viewer, the listener, to actually have a deep immersive experience of where they just get to be. Remember, the people that I work with, they are stressed. They are, negotiating in high stakes. They're having meetings back to back. They have to be that mama bear for their team. There is so much going on for them. And I want this space on YouTube to be this deep, immersive experience of this therapeutic experience where they just get to be, where their stress melts away. That's that one stop. They come, they experience the creative expression of the episodes through art. There is no beautiful thing than this, my friend. I've tested this now with so many leaders, and something happens within themselves. They get to watch, they get to create, they get to slow down their thoughts, they get to deeply connect with the future version of themselves, right? And this is where the journey begins. I invite you to follow me there as well. All the details will come, and then of course on your favorite podcast platform, be it Apple Podcast, Spotify, all of the details, links will be provided to you. That's where you go dive deep into, right? Because art modality will be just one of them, and then this journey, this process will be throughout unfolding the three core main pillars for you to reflect your leadership truth, for you to transform and step into your next leadership role, right? That feels you, truthfully you, where you can leave the impact behind. And then finally, how do you step into that identity and lead boldly, right? I hope this has given you some ideas and my thoughts and my planning behind why am I doing this? What is that you need to, setting right expectations and what to expect from YouTube channel, from the podcast platforms, and how these are interconnected for you to have some deep dive immersion, right? And also an experience for you to then reflect, transform, and lead boldly. All right, my friend. Today is, we're already in the beginning of the Feb, and we have a few more days. Again, February 13th. Countdown is on, and I cannot be more excited. So I want to share this with you. Stay tuned, follow my stories for more, and all right, goodbye.